right, a quick mic check. Everything looks good on this end. Okay. Uh, we actually have at least one exciting fight today. And that's going to be we're going to use our Sith Eternal to solo Padme over there. We're going to see how that goes. Okay, let's see here. We're going to go ahead and use Gas 501st against Grievous here. We'll do against Mon Mothma, we'll be doing Imperial Troopers. And we'll see what's on the back line and decide exactly how we're going to go after the other zone. Normally I would do Shock 501st, but with Watt, it's definitely better to go ahead and use Gas 501st. Alright, not the cleanest win on that, but good enough. Excuse me. Alright, and let's use our troopers here. We should be able to four-man this. Oh, you've only missed one battle, Rain Man. That was the first battle, was Grievous there. Alright. I had to update the game this morning. I forgot to do it on my emulator here. Okay, and we're just going to go ahead and use these four. My other troopers aren't good enough to really bring into this, so it's fine. Yeah, rookie move. Hopefully there's nothing too serious on his back row, so we'll be able to have that nice and fun Sith Eternal solo against Padme. Alright, now who do we want to really go after first here? Personally, I want to get rid of Scout. Alright, nice and easy. Oh, you missed the first week. No! Auto-deploy is so annoying. Oh, they've got a Darth Revan back here. That's interesting. Not a very good one. Well, that's good. Should be able to do that okay. I like your confidence. All right. It's not a great Darth Revan, but a Relic 2 Malak is nothing to sneeze at there. And a Relic 3 Spy makes that a little scary. So let's make sure we've got some counters set aside for that real quick. And then come back to that Padme solo. I already used my gas, unfortunately. So that's what the Grievous in front was about. So that's a good move on their part. I don't have Watt, so a Vader counter is probably out. I have my own Revan, so I'll probably just use that. Do a mirror match counter. Yeah, I'll just do a mirror match counter there, and we'll do Vader, an EP Vader team against the Bugs. No super easy fights back here, but that's fine. Okay, so with that in mind, then I have CLS and JKR that I can use over here. So we'll do Sith Eternal against Padme. Should be able to solo that. Now, Wedge lead here. All right. And Asajj. Okay, let's figure these out. We'll do... I've already used Troopers, so we won't have those available. probably use Jedi Knight Revan against Asajj. We've got Sith Eternal against Padme, and then a wedge lead. Let's see what we can do there while still being able to solidly take out the others. What do I have available? I wonder if my JTR would be up for it. Oh, no, I've got her on defense anyway. Well, we'll see what we have left. Let's go ahead and clear the other two real quick and come back to that. All right. So, Sith Eternal Solo. I'm only mostly confident in this one because I only have an R5 Sith Eternal, but honestly, his higher relic levels don't matter that much. It gets him a little bit more health and some more damage, but the damage doesn't really matter. This is all about getting into his ult, this particular counter. Because once you're in ult, then he defeats anybody who's linked with his power, unlimited power. Or is it limitless power? But theoretically, they could do enough damage before ult to cause problems. So we'll see how it goes. Going to go ahead and play in airplane mode just in case. We're going to link Anakin and Padme because we want to be able to annihilate them once we hit ult. No, it specifically does not. Well, it's a defeat, so I believe the way Galactic Legends work is they have a immunity to defeat. It's downgraded, so like massive damage is downgraded, defeats are downgraded to like massive damage, etc., etc. All right, now we go into ult. And we will instantly defeat them. And then the battle's pretty much over. And that's that. Rain Man, can I give you moderator privileges? Oh, it would just let you kick people like that. And there you go. All right, now that that's done, we will do JKR. Let's see here. Do we need to set anybody's abilities back? Not really. Okay, done with that one. And let's move on to these rebels here. All right, now I'm going to be using EP Vader against the bugs, and I'm going to be using my own Darth Revan against their Darth Revan on the back row. So that does leave me with CLS, which should work just fine here. Even my undergeared CLS. At least my 3PO Chewie is finally 7 stars. Okay, let's go ahead and work on Captain Han. That's nice and done. Now, since we can get the confusion out there, let's go ahead and do that. Let's get a stun out here. Nope, no stun. That's awesome. Yeah, I'm glad they finally ended the Beskar Mando feats for Galactic Challenges. I am wondering what they're going to be doing. Right, exactly. I'm wondering what they're going to be doing for the Galactic Conquest with that. Since the reward is Razor Crest and we need Beskar Mando to pilot the Razor Crest, I mean that's something. But we also don't know how fast you're going to be able to get shards for Razor Crest, where like how many shards you'll need to unlock, etc., etc. So it'll be interesting to see how that actually works. Okay. Oh, yeah, I bet it's because it's already in the game now, isn't it? 145 to unlock. Thank you. I forgot that was part of the update. Probably don't need Bastila here, but we're going to be safe. Perfect. 20 blueprints from normal mode, so we could probably assume 40 from hard, unless there's also something about that in the data mine. 44 would be weird, but you never know. Let's see here. Well, I was hoping to get 60 on that, but oh well. Okay. EP Vader Thrawn. Let's bring in Tarkin. Should be able to 4-man it, but no need to risk it. For fun, let's bring in Wampa. Or I guess I could do Sid for theme. All right, and that R3 spy is down, so we should be pretty golden from here on. Well, that's an annoying miss. Oh well. All right, and there's the health pool gone. Now let's just try to get out of this with as much. I'm actually polling the my patrons right now about that. So far, it looks like the general consensus is I should split my time evenly between CPIT and Galactic Conquest. But it also depends on really what kind of videos can even be done for Galactic Conquest. If it's mostly randomized for each player, then it's going to be a lot about strategy and different things on the data disks and the consumables and all of that. So we'll see. I certainly plan on covering it regardless, but we'll see what extent it can really be covered. Okay. So somebody's getting ready for that Razor Crest team here, I see. Which I assume you'd want to start Houndstooth, Razor Crest, and Xanadu Blood. That would make sense to me. I guess you could have Xanadu Blood as a reinforcement too, but you would want Boba probably as a reinforcement, but maybe not. I don't know. We'll have to see how that turns out. All right, and let's do our standard finalizer here. They do have Biston, but I don't know how good their Biston's viewing is. It's not very good. So we should be able to do finalizer just fine. Yeah, at this point it's just a terrible reinforcement now. So yeah, you might want to start him with it'd be Houndstooth, Boba, and Razor Crest. But because you want to hit 6, you really want to hit 6. I'm spacing on the buff or the debuff name. Shoot, what's the debuff name? Breach. Because you want to hit 6 breaches right away, I would want Xanadu Blood out there because it can inflict 2 breaches per turn theoretically. But if it's your first reinforcement instead, that could work just as well anyway. So we'll see. All right. I selected the right team, correct? Okay. Okay, this should be still fine. A really fast Biston's counter or Biston's Ewing can really hurt this counter because it can go fast enough to cause problems. In this case, theirs is not nearly fast enough. What, just GAC 3v3? See? What do we want to do here? Curses. This is going to cost me some points. And yeah, things like this is why we bring in, why we always have Houndstooth as a reinforcement. Better to play it safe. Ah, jeez. Okay. Well, that was not a great score, but it's okay. And our opponent, he doesn't have any GLs, but he does have a history of very efficient offense. So I am trying to be pretty darn efficient here. Though he had a lot of stuff on defense, so I'd be surprised if he's able to really get through my slacker and everything else that I set on defense as efficiently as I got through his. Okay, and now Kenobi. How good is your finalizer team? I mean, is it good enough to get you Kylo Ren? Yeah. Then like that should be good enough to get it for you to get through the arena teams, but it's a tricky fight depending on who you've got. Okay, 7-star finalizer makes it a lot easier. 6-star can be pretty tough. The extra speed boost is kind of a big deal. Ah, TB stuff. It's important. Okay. So he cost me a few points on fleet. Good for him. I really didn't think that piston was good enough, but I also got a little bit of bad RNG against his Millennium Falcon. I believe he was talking about finalizer, Charlie. Okay, so 21-18. That should be good enough to win this match. He does have a history of being efficient on offense, but we'll see how it goes. I've got a decent defense here, including my Supreme Leader Kylo. So we'll see how he does. And then give me 1 or 2 minutes. Actually, it'll probably be more like 3 minutes since I have to update my other emulator as well to bring up the other account, and I'll be back with that GAC round. Okay, we are loading in. The game is updated. Thank you, Charlie. All right. This opponent does have, I believe, 2 GLs. So he's got a Ray and a Luke that I have to deal with. So I kept both of my GLs for offense. Oh, he did start his own attack. Let's see how that's going. All right. Okay, and over here, we will have a Mon Mothma and an Asajj to get through. And then very or 0 relic teams over here, so that's going to be interesting. And he doesn't even have Piet in these troopers, so that should be fairly easy. Okay. Let's clear this over here. I do not have a Relic 7 Vader on this account. My other account has a Relic 7 Vader. I believe I only have a Relic 3 on this one. He could still probably solo this, though. It's just speed. If they get out too far in front, he could have some problems. So we'll still do probably EP Vader and Tarkin, depending on what's over here. All right. What do I want to use here? I'm going to see what's on the back row before I commit my GLs. But if this is what he's got out front, we might be able to do a couple of GL solos. Let's see. I don't think my troopers might be good enough on this account, but probably not to use troopers against the Night Sisters there. Same for Mon Mothma. So I'll probably use CLS against Mon Mothma, and I could maybe do a gas duo. I've got 2 GLs saved for the back row, so I should be able to do a gas duo against these. Should be fine. All right, so we'll do CLS here. I wonder if I could 3-man this with a wedge lead, or is my wedge on defense anyway? With 2 accounts, it's kind of hard to remember who's on defense where. Yep, I already got wedge on defense. So I can't do wedge on Chewie. Yeah, I should have this. I gotta stop putting wedge on defense. I really like having the 2 3-man teams, even for 5v5. Okay, let's go ahead and we'll get this one out of the way. Let's use gas and arc. Or, no, let's go ahead and do gas 5s. We'll just make sure of this. We can use shock T with the rest, and it'll be fine with something else if we need to. Yeah, this will be fine. And that's why you can't solo it. Yeah, you have to be really careful about solos whenever it's Asajj and Mother Talzin. Especially because once you're at the like if you're soloing it, you can't be crit, which means the stuns can't be cleared. Or none of the debuffs that they put on you get cleared. Okay, so that's done. Let's do CLS over here. Yeah, exactly. And that's why you have to take in one other. Uh, Fives is the safe option there because, as you saw, they couldn't kill Fives before Anakin stood up. Other ones, even like Arc Trooper, they can kill him before Anakin stands up, and if that happens, it can be a bad time. Still, even if you take in Arc Trooper and Arc Trooper gets killed, then Anakin stands up. He can go ham and still take them out anyway. But then you're losing points because you've lost a character as well. So it's generally best to just take fives in unless you really need fives for another clone team. All right, let's do. We can certainly 4-man this. So we'll save 3PO. Just put them in a Shaak Ti clones team. Without fives, it's definitely not as good, obviously, but you can use it for cleanup for something else, though, because it's a high banner team with all of the protection, regeneration, and heals. Okay, let's go ahead and we need to get Wedge out. I just want to see. Okay. It should have been higher banner, but oh well. Should have blinded with Chupio instead, but I wanted to see what he'd do there. It's just really fun using his barrage. Okay, what does he got back here? Not much. So yeah, this will be nice and easy. Where do we want to use our GLs? We'll do a couple of GL solos here. Yeah, viewer's choice here. Where do you guys want me to test out GLs? I've got Slacker and JML ready to go. Not that there's a whole lot of great choices against which to test them, but if you want to see something. JML versus Troopers would be fun. I was kind of thinking that myself. Chupio is so good. It makes such a difference. Yeah, I do still have Malik, so I'll do a... and I've got Kylo, so I can do solos with them too. So I have 4 solos available. Plus, I could probably use Vader to solo another one. with what I've got here. Let's see. I wouldn't want to Malik solo that. So I could Slacker solo this, JML solo that. Thank you for the follow, Bowdy. Yeah, Malik versus Bugs is kind of fun, but it is also a pain and takes a while. But this is a really easy Bugs team, so that should be fine. So yeah, Malik Bugs could be fine. Vader solo on the Murder Bears should be totally doable unless these are really fast Murder Bears, and then it could be game over, actually. So let's see how fast they are, because my Vader is also not fast. I am not fast. These Murder Bears are also not fast. It does not seem. .204. So, yeah. Murdered Bears, indeed. And my Vader will be sitting at 252 plus 16 if he solos. So 268. So yeah, he'll get out there quick enough to murder all of them. So that'll be fun. Okay. And then here, let's see. Or I could use Kylo here, because Kylo should be an easy... my nest isn't that great. Gear 11, I think. Well, let's do the solos that we're sure of real quick. So JML here. Yeah, Kylo versus Bears. Oh, shoot, which one was I doing? Yeah, this is JML. All right. Gear 5, no ult, but should not be a problem whatsoever. Or Relic 5, no ult. Who's going to be a problem? Let's get rid of Range Trooper. Well, that was about right. And Slacker should take those. What do we want to use against this crew back here, I guess, is really the only question left. Let's see what could be fun. Let's see. Can Malik solo that? If I had gas, that'd be probably the solo to do. Oh, I've got Luke. We'll do, I've got Jedi Knight Luke available. So let's do Jedi Knight Luke and Hoda. I know that can certainly do it. I don't know if because they've got enough TM removal that they might be able to keep Luke from going without having Hoda there. So that's going to be a duo. Oh well, it'll be fine. Yeah, it's not the, like, that's not a joke of a team there. We can still underman it, but don't want to underestimate it. Nope, wrong. Yoda. There we go. This should be all we need. Oh, I see you were on top of it there, Rain Man. Okay, good. He resisted that. All right, now we will be fine. So I guess I could have done solo after all. It's fine. No worries. Okay, nice and easy. And let's use Kylo here. It's not a whole lot of dots, but he should still be able to solo this easy enough. Or Vader. I kind of want to see Vader murder a bunch of Ewoks. For, you know, catharsis. Let's get Slacker here out of the way. Just so we're not worrying about it. Gonna do this here. Okay. And Malik here. Okay, let's... Yeah, it's on a high tenacity, Malik. Let's... I always hate doing Let me go ahead and turn on airplane mode since this isn't going very well. Yeah. Oh well. Yeah, my Malik, I think, is still outfitted just for C-Pit. I don't think I have him really set up for doing much because you don't really need to most of the time. I haven't actually had the opportunity to solo much with him recently. Nobody's been leaving me solo fodder for Malik. All right, so we'll do EP Vader against the bugs, and then I know those jerks. So we'll use EP Vader against the bugs, and then we'll do. There's no point giving up any more points there, so we'll just do EP Vader Thrawn. It'll be fine. Okay. And then Kylo, the Murder Bears. Or I could Darth Revan the Murder Bears. No. I don't think so. They'd have to be. Because he's so slow in general, I wouldn't really want to try it. Against this low A geared team, I bet they probably could. I am very much looking forward to Conquest mode. They obviously took a lot of inspiration from Slay the Spire, and I really enjoy Slay the Spire. So I am definitely looking forward to it. It does start on the 1st, and I will definitely be live streaming the start of that on Monday. And we'll do that before GAC. Okay. Ooh, 21-21. He cleared me very efficiently, too. I'm not terribly surprised. So let's not mess around too much. I could do... I think I feel safer about this than doing the OG Kylo solo. Yeah, let's do that. Yeah. Messing up that bug solo. Oh well. All right. Let's see, is there somebody else that I'd rather use for this? I don't think so. I could do Wampa. Wampa's a nice, easy one. I don't know. What do you guys think? Wampa, Darth Revan, or OG Kylo? I gotta stay pretty on point here. Who else do I have? Do I have anybody else that'd be a nice effective solo? Yeah, Wampa's a really good solo just because they shouldn't even be able to get through his bonus protection. So he should end with full banners. Whereas like Revan, hopefully he can kill them before they even get to go, but there's some risk that there's some dodges, and so he could get hit, and then he won't have full protection. Whereas OG Kylo will definitely get hit and will definitely not have full protection. Yep, we'll do Wampa. How slow is my Wampa? Okay, or I definitely didn't mod my Wampa correctly. Wow. Because those were some slow bears. Wow, I gotta check out my Wampa mods. Yeah, this is not my GAC account. This is my messing around account for the most part, so I'm not too concerned. The first account that I do every stream is my GAC account. So I like to play around with this one as much as possible anyway. But still, feel like this should have been a guaranteed win. Those were not well modded bears. What did I do to my Wampa? And it looks like the game might have locked up now. All right. Yeah, that should have been a win. I'm not sure what I did to my Wampa. I'll have to check his mods. But you do always have to be careful with Wampa against geez, the one that dazes and takes. Yep, one arm cut off. Why am I spacing on his name? But anyway, because he reduces turn meter and dazes, he can cause problems for Wampa, kind of regardless if he's in the team. But still, R3 Wampa should have had that. I am confused. This happened with the bugs too, where it did not keep their, even though I was in. Interesting. Even though I was in airplane mode, it kept their turn meter and everything. So that's not a good thing. Okay. Good to know. Yeah, I don't know if it's a problem with the player or it could be related to the changes that CG is making in relation to the challenge pit. So it could be something to do with that. Well, then with that in mind, I don't know what their turn meter is going to be at. Let's go in with this. Yeah, that's not good. Yeah, I'll check Wampa's mods here in a second. Okay. Well, down 40 points already, so this isn't going great. But it was fun trying some solos. Dun, dun, dun. Yep. Oh, Rain Man. So this on this account is an R7 finalizer, and on the other account, the battle you already watched, that's an R6 finalizer. FYI. I'm about done with Queel. Yeah, this is a super weak piston, so I wasn't nearly as concerned. And this is an R7 finalizer, which helps a little bit. All right, let's get the health back here. Okay. All right, good enough. 65 points is pretty solid for that team. That's about the highest you're going to get. And now this one. Rex, Y-Wing, and Anakin. Okay. looks like everybody's good, so let's give it here. Yeah, they've actually made a lot of really friendly decisions like that recently, where they've put the new characters when they're farmable. I've been very happy about that. All right, 68. So we made up some points on fleet here. But this is still not going to be a win. Nope. Missed it by 1 extra attack. Oh well. And that's all for today's GAC. So I'll see you guys again in 2 days. And then after that, we will have a nice galactic conquest to explore together on Monday. Till then, I will see you guys later. Yeah, I'm still happy enough with 2108, but it's fine. He did good. I knew he was saving for offense. So I need to go eat, though, so later, guys.